Hello, internet friends and or family. You might be here for some of my super controversial hot takes, like killing all the Hindus is actually a bad thing to do, or China putting all those Muslims in concentration camps is evil, or we should treat people of all races equally, or recycling is so goddamn stupid, I don't know why we do it. It's not even good for the environment, and it just drives me crazy. It makes no sense. Stop recycling. Today's hot of all hot takes is giant pedophile island bad. Yes, satanic pedophile ring evil. Basically, or we could just reduce that to pedophilia bad if we want to go down that route. You know who isn't as concerned about pedophilia or massive pedophile island or crazy nonsense surrounding massive pedophile island? That would be the media. So I decided to watch CBC's The National last night, our number one news broadcast informing Canadians. Now, did they even mention the fact, and the answer is going to be no, okay, so we all probably agree that Jeffrey Epstein probably didn't kill himself. He probably wasn't in a jail cell, wrapped some one single-ply toilet paper around his neck, and hung himself. Probably didn't happen that way. Call me crazy. Now, we all know he ran a massive pedophile ring for the elites. That would seem like a big story, right? That's a story of interest. And yesterday we find out that the federal judge assigned to the case that would involve Jeffrey Epstein's bad finances, her son and husband were assassinated by someone who dressed up like a FedEx driver to get close to them and shot them to death. Now, this person was then found suicided in their own apartment. This is an interesting story, okay? So, you know what? You could say maybe a single murder isn't that interesting on the national scale, but when something crazy happens, the world tends to pay attention. You remember when Jamal Khashoggi, the Muslim Brotherhood journalist, who was in Turkey, you're not a real journalist if you go to Turkey for press freedom, the country that jails the most journalists in the world. But anyway, I didn't agree with Jamal Khashoggi, but when the Saudis chopped him into pieces at the embassy, everyone was like, what the hell are you doing, Saudi Arabia? You can't just chop people up. And the world agreed, yes, chopping up random people is bad. And it's also crazy, and we should talk about this. Hey, they chopped up a guy in the middle of an embassy. What the hell? You know what also is crazy? Dressing up like a FedEx driver to assassinate the son of a federal judge looking into the case connected to the pedophile island. Can we not talk about the pedophile island? CBC can literally not talk about they literally cannot mention it. Can we the fact that it wasn't the first 20 minutes of here's what happened, here's how it's crazy, here's the people involved, can we just throw Hillary in jail already? Come on. Okay. Now, I think there's something we can all agree on here. Okay, so I'm not blaming the left for Pedophile Island. I think that's crazy. Okay, we're gonna if hopefully we find out everyone who's on Pedophile Island. There'll be people who politically I agree with. Maybe people whose movies I liked. There, kill them. Who cares? Pedophiles, right? And there'll be people on the left and the right and the center. Pedophiles. Shoot them into the sun. But we have to be honest with ourselves, I guess, as most people here are probably center right, and if you're new here, let's give the charity to the other side. The most asinine, pink-haired, screaming, intersectional feminist. I know that I can go up to her and say, hey, we might not agree on a lot, but satanic pedophile island bad? And she'll probably be like, yeah, satanic pedophile island bad. So if there's anything that can kind of bring us together right now, right? I think everyone hates the mainstream media. Conservatives hate it for its far left bias. The far left is so insane they actually think it is a conservative bias. Or we'll hate it, right? I don't care. I don't get your reasoning here. Can we all just get together and work on the pedophile island for a bit? Come together a bit as a country, as a nation, as a society, as the West and the East, right? People in Somalia are not Westerners. But I think the most Somalians agree that giant pedophile island is bad. I knew a girl, hated all her political beliefs. We never agreed on anything, okay? We just, the organization she's part of, I despise. I loathe their political ideology. But during the Epstein thing, we're talking and we don't agree on anything. But we agreed. Pedophile island bad. Let's do something. So, no matter what your political beliefs, okay? I know you might not agree with me and everything, but I'm giving you the charity to say, I think you think that giant pedophile island is bad. Okay, and I hope you can say the same about me and the people who watch these videos. We as a community here strongly believe Satanic Pedophile Island bad. Okay, like we can agree. So the CBC just doesn't cover. Right? Doesn't cover anything on this story. I'm sure it was not much better on American news media sites. So, I mean, what's the solution here? Like, what is the solution? And I can only think of one reasonable solution right now, and that is we Hunger Games this thing, okay? Or we pedophile games, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we need to take lotteries, draw tribute from every mainstream media organization that did not cover this story for at least 20 minutes worth of airtime yesterday. So, CBS, ABC, NBC, CNN, Fox News, CBC, CTV. And then we take all members of every major political party, the Liberals, the Conservatives, the NDP, the Democrats, the Republicans, the House, the Senate. We Hunger Games them, put them in lottery, we get a one representative from each of them, and we send them to Epstein Island, and we have them fight to the death, right, every year in the pedophile games, until we do something about the giant pedophile island. The second we actually, the legal system's actually going to go after this, and we're going to stop, and we're going to, if the pedophile island people like assassinate the son and the husband of federal judges on the case, like, we'll do something about it. The media will cover it. We'll be like, what the hell? Right? Then they get out of the lottery of the pedophile games. But until then, what else can we do but like a straight up Hunger Games approach to this thing? Because is it not an interesting story? Like, take the evil out of it for a second and, like, the horrors of what the victims of Epstein's pedophile cult went through. Like, again, with the Khashoggi thing, we all covered Jamal Khashoggi, not because anyone cares about Jamal Khashoggi, because, like, a guy got chopped up in an embassy. Like, that's interesting, right? That's, like, stuff that only happens in movies. Like, this is crazier than a movie plot. This is legitimately insane. Like, ironically, Hollywood might reject this. Say, it's not really a realistic plot line, but okay, we'll go with it. Like, this is crazy. He just a FedEx driver assassinated the son of a federal judge and the husband. Then that guy was found suicide. Like, come on. Can we not cover this? So again, any mainstream media or news organization that didn't cover this into the pedophile games, choose a tribute, send it to Epstein Island, fight to the death. And for conservatives and for leftists, liberals, whatever, have the charity to just maybe in this crazy world where everything going, just try and find common ground and realize that you might not agree with people on certain things, but you probably agree that giant pedophile island bad. Okay, so maybe we can work together on that for the next week or so. Everyone believes Epstein didn't kill himself. I can get together with the most insane Black Lives Matter lunatic there is. Okay, and I think he can agree, or she can agree, and I can agree that we both agree that giant pedophile islands are a really, really bad thing. And we should do something about them. And I don't care if people I might like in a movie or politically agree with sometimes were on the Epstein pedophile island bonanza. You pedophile, you die. Can we just come together? And if they're like, we don't believe in the death penalty, okay, fine, prison. Can we just lock up all the pedophiles? Can we do something? Let's just get together as a family, and let's all agree to stop the goddamn pedophile islands. Cool? Cool.